how do we talk about the practices so that it's not just about doing more? You know, I said earlier I was thinking about how the practices help us get stuck in, and that sounds very doing, but there's another word that I really like that's a bit old-fashioned now, that carries the sort of two flavor, the sort of, well, the word is discipline, and one definition of discipline is principles and practices. So when I say faith practices, I am thinking about that taproot as much as the leaves and the branches. I'm thinking about what goes into the action and the reflection behind the action and the sitting with and the it's an embodiment rather than a doing, which can be really disembodied. It can be just busyness. And I think there's probably not a church in the world that needs to do more, but we need to understand what we're doing more. Or it isn't that we don't know what we're doing or need to understand, but just constantly having what we're doing filtering down deep into who we are, so that the two become one. So there's a real sense of, when I hear practices, I feel a sense of integrity, that it's about who we are as much as what we do.
Which I think there's a countercultural thing going on here, and that's that the more we become disciplined Christians, following that notion of the discipline, the more we become practicing Christians, using the idea of practices, I think the less we actually do.
Yeah.
Many of the great heroes of our faith had, beginning with Jesus, had clearly had a contemplative lifestyle that informed the rest of their life. That's anathema to our culture.
Yeah.
If we're not
just do it.
Exactly, yeah. If we're not doing something, then we're feeling either guilty or responsible, or we're just resting until we can get to do something else.